Vianne Rocher. Ruse. Anouk and Rosette are living on a houseboat on the River Seine. Anouk is 15 and Rosette is 8. Vianne believes that she may have found peace. Then she receives a letter from Lansknet sous Tanis from Armande Voisin. Armande died 8 years ago. She had left the letter, sealed within a letter for Luc, her grandson. When he attains Ikkis, Armande had predicted that Lansknet will need Vianne again. Vianne should visit, if only to put flowers on an old lad's grave. Vianne is intrigued and, seeking an excuse to escape the heat of the Paris summer, takes her daughters to Lansknet. Udharan Chenne. The major change is the settlement of Muslims from North Africa in the old tanneries on the other side of the river. Here is a mosque complete with minaret. Reno, the priest, Vianne's adversary in Chocolat, has had trouble with these Moroccans, having been accused of setting fire to the Muslim school where Vianne's chocolaterie was. Reno denies all knowledge of the fire, but the court of public opinion has already found him guilty. The school was run by a Muslim woman called Ines, who wears the full niqab face veil, and who is viewed with suspicion from both sides of the river. The Moroccan community is filled with gossip about her. The French locals are suspicious of her because of the veil she wears, blaming her for the increasing numbers of women now wearing the niqab. Vianne is drawn to Ines, partly because she was living in Vianne's chocolate shop before it burned down, and partly because Ines reminds her of aspects of herself. Both are single women with a young daughter. Both are the subject of gossip and speculation. But, unlike Vianne, Ines does not seem to want to mix or be accepted into the community. She remains silent and aloof, impervious to kindness or offers of help. Even Vianne's chocolates have no power over her, as she and the rest of the Moroccan community are fasting for Ramadan. Meanwhile, Vianne's old friend Josephine, the battered wife in Chocolat who now runs the village cafe, has also changed. She greets Vianne with affection, but seems embarrassed to see her. Vianne soon learns that Josephine has had a son, a boy called Jean-Philippe Pilou, who is now 8 years old. Vianne finds it hard to understand how her old friend could have concealed this fact from her for all this time, and tries to find out who Pilou's father is. With no success, Vianne begins to suspect that Ruse, whom she once believed might form a loving relationship with Josephine, may be the boy's father. Vianne decides to stay for a few more days, if only to discover the truth behind the mystery of Pilou's parentage and the fire at the old chocolaterie. She finds out that her old adversary, Francis Reynaud, is about to lose his parish. A younger, trendier priest, Père Henri Lemaitre, has taken over his duties pending an inquiry into the arson attack. And Reynaud is unhappy and humiliated. Vianne promises to help him clear his name and regain his position. She moves into Armande's old house, now owned by Luc Clement, and begins to get to know the Moroccan community. She befriends one of the Muslim families, and slowly begins to earn their trust. Gradually she learns of the tensions that run beneath the surface, of family feuds, malicious rumors, political machinations and prejudices on both sides of the river. Behind all of these tensions stands the figure of Ines Bencherki. But is she the cause of the unrest, or just another victim? Udharan Chenne. Though